Всем привет, меня зовут Вадим Савицкий, я приветствую вас прямо здесь, на своем канале. Друзья, сегодня у нас есть восхитительная возможность поговорить с настоящим китайским студентом по обмену, который сейчас здесь, в США, в Техасе. И пан сегодня у нас в гостях. И сегодня я спрошу его о отношении к известному лидеру Китая, который очень много вопросов исторических поднимает. Его упоминание его сразу как бы всколыхивает людей. Вот, но я не буду его произносить, чтобы он не понял, потому что на всех языках мира он звучит одинаково. Что ж, я думаю, что можно приступить. My first question is going to be about communism in China. Like officially, China is a communist country, but you know, it has its like they modernized it, and it is very interesting how it still has an open market and everything. And just describe, tell the world how you put it together, like a modern life and those like communist ideas that
Well, we don't usually say China is a communist country. We call it like socialist country.
Mm-hmm.
So it haven't ultimately evolved into like communist, but it's not completely socialist because it's socialism with Chinese characters. Because socialism is like distributing according to need.
Mm-hmm.
And but so the property is owned by the public, but like in China it's not like this. The property is owned by individuals. It's private ownership, so it's because we call it like with Chinese characteristics, because no country in the world has the same like system as ours. Because socialism, it has a planned economy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like economy is managed by the government.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but like in China, it's like it's market economy.
So what do you call China a socialist country, like in general? Like, finally, is it socialist or it's not?
It's like, as I said, it's socialism with Chinese characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
So because I don't think there's a country in the world can totally form communism. Yeah.
And China is known as a kind of closed country because of that, especially about the internet stuff and like many things that you know. I don't need to explain to you what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because you understand what I'm talking about. So how do you feel about that? And would you like it to change or whatever?
I would like to for example, we have the Great Firewall, so people can't watch YouTube videos in China. They need to.
We have a VPN, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's kind of right to restrict this, or you think it should be completely opened?
I think it should be open. But but Chinese people, they always find ways to do things. So even if government block it, they always knew that things happen in the world.
When you download VPN and use that, is it illegal or it's not?
It's actually, I'm not sure, but you have to pay if it's legal VPN. But
like many people do that, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, and is YouTube popular over there?
YouTube, no, we don't have people still need VPN to watch YouTube videos, but there will always be some people who watch video using through YouTube using VPN, and they repost a video to some Chinese video websites. There's a lot, so you can almost every YouTube video you can watch it in China.
Mm-hmm. This is probably my most important question because I have always been curious about that stuff. Yeah. When I traveled to China, I saw how popular Mao Zedong is, like how people adore him and everything. But as I was, taught in my history lessons, he was very cruel. He's a very bloody person in world history. And what's your personal opinion about him? And why do you think he's so popular, even though so many things, were done by him?
Well, we can just say a person in school or not, just because, you know, he have done like wrong things, like everyone does. Maybe he does a little more, I don't know. So, but he also did good things. You know?
Sure.
At that time, when the Second World War, after that China is like the very weak country in the world, and he made it to like just boost China's economy and everything, and made it like a strong country like here. It just in like 10 years.
Do you feel like they don't tell you everything at your school?
I think, you know, history is about the winners. So, like every country can tell people everything.
Yeah,
even
sure.
if America, they don't tell you everything.
That's very true. They hide all the things here in America.
They don't tell us everything, you know, but like most people know what happened. But the truth is, he truly made China a very strong country in very few years.
You know what? When I was studying in Russian school, and I had my hesitations about Stalin, Joseph Stalin. You obviously you know who he is, and I had my hesitations about like my opinion about that person. And I asked my history teacher, "What do you think of him?" Because like he killed a lot of people, but also he bumped up Russian economy and made Russia an industrial country. And I thought, like, how shall I treat him? I don't know that. And she said like, okay, let's put it like this. Imagine that there is a person who gifted you an amazing car, an amazing house, $1 million, and it's like you have money for you, your kids, your grandkids, and whatever. He did all this good stuff, and after that he killed your mother. How would you treat the person? I said like, well, bro, I will hate him anyway. She's like, so now it's probably the key to the question how you should treat Stalin. And I was like, yeah. So you agree with me with that statement?
Since it's like a long time ago, Stalin, if you want to boost the country really fast, he had to make some tricks or different, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Sure. Дорогие друзья, спасибо и вам, что вы посмотрели это видео. Я надеюсь, оно показалось вам интересным. Я пока что немного в растерянности. Не так уж просто брать интервью у китайца. Друзья, оставляйте свои мнения в комментариях по этому вопросу. Обязательно, непременно прочитаю, кому-то отвечу. Ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь на канал, чтобы не пропустить новые интервью. И до новых встреч на моем канале. Всем пока!